Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Welcome to the Mario and Djoker podcast, your go-to show for all things NBA. And this is episode number 6. You can find us on X at Mario NBA Chile and at Danco8C. Today, in part 2, we break down who truly was the best player in the world from 1991 onward. But first, here with me, I got my co-host Djoker. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I can't believe we haven't done this in 1 year, man.
It took yeah. It took us more than 1 year to do the whole list, But we're here.
Right.
We're here.
We're here.
So don't forget to like the video, subscribe. In obviously I do content in Spanish. I haven't done it lately, but I want to be very consistent, with this podcast. And I'm happy to have you here as my co-host, obviously.
Yeah, man. You can do both. You can keep doing your Spanish content too, man.
Yeah, but I'm doing like shorts. That's getting me like a little bit of traction, because YouTube doesn't want to promote my goddamn content,
Oh,
but
that's
what it
interesting.
is.
So shorts are doing well, huh?
Yo. Shorts is the new thing. They can spread more easily, to more people.
Yeah.
So, but we are not talking about that. We're gonna bring you the second part of the best player in the world from 1991, as I was saying before. So let's get right into it, man.
Yeah, we're doing the 90s, right? 1991. I guess who could be the best player in that year?
Was he bald? Michael was already bald, right? In 91, right?
Yeah.
So a bald player.
Michael who?
23.
Who is this Michael guy? I never heard of him. Michael who?
Mike Jordan. I only know Mike Jordan. I don't know who Michael Jordan is,
Oh, yeah. Is that the guy who left to play baseball? Is that the guy who retired so many times?
Yep, Mr. Retirement.
Retirement. Oh, yeah, it's that.
So, 91. It's pretty obvious, right?
Yeah, pretty damn obvious, man.
Oh, we was talking before we went live. We was talking about the Bulls and the fact that after 1990 they didn't lose 3 straight games and they won 6 titles in an 8-year period.
Yeah. So we found out that the last time they lost 3 straight was the first 3 games of the 1990-1991 season. The first 3 games they lost, and then after that, as long as Jordan played, they never lost 3 games in a row. The rest of the 90s.
That's the Chicago dynasty. The last time the Chicago Bulls were were something. Now they are happy to be mediocre. So 91, Michael. 92, Michael. 93, Michael. Who was close at that time? Who do you think it was close relative to Michael?
Ooh.
Some people would say Drexler, Barkley. I would say Hakeem probably.
When you use the word close, I mean they weren't that close, but 93, yeah, Hakeem and Barkley were probably the closest anybody was. Where in 93, Hakeem and Barkley were kind of close, I guess, but not really, right?
Yep. It wasn't really close, to be honest. Then Michael, he retired in 93. We don't know why. Maybe he was gambling on games. We'll never know. But he retired.
His father's assassination, they think has a lot to do with it. But
oh yeah. So 94, the Rockets won the title. In 95, they go back to back. It was probably Hakeem Olajuwon, right?
Hakeem in both years, man. Hakeem is Hakeem is kind of I don't want to say underrated because a lot of people do bring him up these days. I wouldn't say underrated anymore, but maybe not talked about enough, I guess you could say.
Yep. Was David Robinson like close to Hakeem during those years?
Dude, it's crazy. David Robinson, I think, was better than Hakeem in the regular season, but then when the playoffs start, Hakeem was better than Robinson.
That's a great point. The fact that we have to like balance, we have to balance the whole year and not only get caught in between the regular season and the postseason, right? Because you can have a great regular season, but if you don't, if it doesn't pan out in the playoffs, it's not gonna hold the same weight.
Yeah, man. Robinson's impact stats, like the ones that we have from Squared and some other ones, like Robinson in the regular season looks like a GOAT level player. Like his impact is insane. He's having like on-off numbers like plus 20 or better. Like he seems unreal, right? But then in the playoffs, like all of his numbers go down. His scoring efficiency, like his teams get upset by Utah one year. Then he gets completely destroyed by Hakeem in 1995 in the playoffs, and then loses to Utah again in '96 and plays very poorly. So like he has a lot of bad performances in the playoffs.
And he won MVP '95, right?
Yeah,
MVP.
yeah.
But it's a great thing that we brought up his name, to the conversation, even though probably he was never the best player in the league.
Yeah, I like you can't like he's better than Hakeem in the regular season, but I mean the playoffs matter more. You can't say he's better than Hakeem. That would be kind of crazy.
So we get into Michael Jordan comes back. He came back in '95 and they lost to the Orlando Magic when he was wearing number 45. So in '96, again Michael, '97 Michael, '98 Michael, probably not probably.
Yeah. Yeah, 96, 97, 98, it's Michael. Yeah, for sure it's Michael. Like 98, I guess it's a little bit closer, kind of like 93. I don't know, 98, you could maybe say Shaq or Karl Malone, like maybe.
That was
90,
probably the year that it was closer, right? In Michael's reign during the
98
'90s.
was closer. Yeah, 98 was closer. Like Shaq had a pretty amazing season that year too. He missed a bunch of games. I think maybe if Shaq doesn't miss games, I think you can make a case for Shaq over as the best player in '98, maybe.
And you know one thing about Michael in 1998 is that some people they don't believe that he averaged only quote unquote only 28 points.
Yeah,
Some people would say, "Oh, no, he didn't average 28," but Michael he held himself to a higher standard, and when it comes to scoring wise, that seeing him average only 27 points, it's weird.
yeah, he averaged under 30. He averaged 28 point something. Yeah, yeah, but he had a really good season. Like Pippen missed almost half the season, and Jordan had the Bulls playing at like a 60 win pace without
Oh
Pippen.
yeah,
So,
yeah. I remember that. And the last dance they made sure to remember to make us remember that, right?
yeah, but it was a pretty great run to a championship. Like what Jordan did in '98 was pretty impressive.
Hell yeah. And the Bulls, the cojones that the Bulls front office had in '98, they told Michael, bro, we're not bringing back Phil Jackson. Would you have done it? Or would you have tried to go for 7 titles?
Of course, I think all the players on that team said their biggest regret is they could never try to defend their title in 1999, right?
Yeah, in a shortened season.
Yeah, I think for sure the Bulls would have made the finals in 1999. I think the East wasn't that strong, but I think against the Spurs in the finals it would have been tough, just because of Duncan and Robinson, right?
I would have loved to see the Chicago Bulls go against the Rockets and the Spurs in those 3 years or in those 2 years. That would have been dope. So '99, I got Shaq. '99, they lost. If I'm not mistaken, the Lakers lost in the conference finals that year, right? '99
Yeah,
Lakers.
yeah. I mean, you can go with Shaq in '99. Like I said, you could maybe even go with Shaq in 1998. Like maybe, like Shaq is kind of entering his prime. Like Shaq is kind of a monster. Um, But I think 99 I would go with Tim Duncan though.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Timmy Duncan was what, his third year?
Second year.
Second year. Damn. Oh yeah, he played 4 years at Wake Forest. Wow, Tim Duncan, 99.
Yeah, Tim Duncan was great in the playoffs that year. I think like in the regular season, I don't know, like he and Robinson were kind of like you couldn't
Oh, and
really
they
say
swept
that
the Lakers. I didn't know that.
they
I
yeah.
I thought the Lakers lost to the Jazz. I don't know why.
Yeah, I always used to like kind of by default put Duncan as the player of the year in 1999, but Shaq is a good choice too. I don't have a problem with Shaq, so
Shaq,
if you
Team.
want us to lock in Shaq, we can go with Shaq. I don't mind.
Yeah, but obviously Tim Duncan is a good ass name. Probably we'll come back to Tim Duncan later. 2000. That's Shaq.
Yeah, man. Shaq
The
in
Diesel,
2000.
one of the greatest seasons ever. I think he was All-Star Game MVP, MVP of the regular season, Finals MVP.
You know what? I don't want to hate on Shaq or anything, but a lot of people don't know that he had back-to-back bad games against the Blazers in the 2000 playoffs. Like the Lakers were lucky to survive that series. Shaq wasn't that good in Game 6 and Game 7 in 2000. But
2000.
yeah, against the Blazers in the West Finals. Like in Game 6 and Game 7, he scored under 20 points. He wasn't.
Oh yeah, 17 and 18.
Yeah,
Wow.
he wasn't very good in those two games.
Shooting, what is it? Shooting 41 and 55%. 41 from the field, 7 for 17.
Yeah, the Blazers did a good job stopping him because they had a lot of big guys. They had Sabonis, they had Rasheed Wallace. They threw a bunch of big bodies at him, right?
Wow, and he only took 9 shots in Game 7.
It's crazy.
Wow. And wow. I didn't know that. So
Yeah,
2000.
but then he made up for it in the finals, though. He completely steamrolled Indiana, even with Kobe injured. Like he completely destroyed the Pacers.
Oh yeah, when he went against Rick Smith, right?
Yeah, that was crazy. It's one of the most dominant series ever, right?
Yep. So 2000 Shaq, 01 Shaq again.
Yeah, although Kobe was amazing in 01, man. Like in the playoffs, like Kobe was amazing. I'll go with Shaq, but I think Kobe deserves a mention for 01.
Yeah, obviously, Kobe worked very, very, very hard during that summer. I think Kobe like made 2,000 shots per day. Obviously, we will never know if that's true or not, but Kobe really took his craft even more serious, and that year was crazy. So 02.
Shaq still. I think I'll go with Shaq still.
Yep. The 02 was against the New Jersey Nets in the finals.
Yeah, he had monster series in every finals. But you know the funny thing is the Lakers played more difficult teams in the West playoffs. You know, like
yeah.
Everyone talks about the finals where Shaq dominated, but they played more difficult series in the West. Like against the Spurs, against the Blazers, against the Kings, Sacramento Kings.
They had a very, very tough competition in the West.
Yeah.
03, maybe I'm not gonna call it like a controversial, but maybe like a lost year, in between. 03, the majority of people will probably continue with Shaq, but I got Tim Duncan in 03.
Oh, I got Tim Duncan in 03, no question about it.
How close was Tim Duncan in 02?
Close.
He got injured in one of those years, right? I think he got injured.
No, he was close in 02. The Duncan was a beast in 02 and 03. Yeah, but like in 03, Shaq already declined, so Duncan was clearly the best.
Yup. I got Tim Duncan, 03. He won MVP that season. Oh, in 02, 03, he won back-to-back MVP. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think about Kobe in '03 or Tracy McGrady?
I don't know. I don't know with McGrady, Kobe, '03. I think how can I say it? Like the Shaq's shadow like overwhelmed Kobe. Like I think Kobe needed to get out of Shaq's shadow.
Yeah, yeah. Like they kind of split the credit, right? Like
Yep. Even though obviously Shaq was declining and Kobe was going up, it was still big brother little brother relationship, in Shaq's eyes.
sure, sure, sure. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. But I think in 2003, I think Kobe was already better than Shaq. I think.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Oh four, the Pistons won the title. Kevin Garnett won MVP. I would go with Timmy Duncan as well. Oh
This is
four.
a hard year. 2004 is a hard year.
Yup.
Uh, Best player,
Oh four.
man. I don't know. Timmy kind of had a down year. Didn't he miss a bunch of games with injuries too?
Oh, he played 69 games in oh 04.
Yeah, not too
Then
bad,
then
but
then he played 66 in oh 05.
mm, yeah, these are tough years, man. I don't know. I might give it to Garnett in '04, man. Garnett had a crazy year.
And he was literally carrying the T-Wolves.
Yeah, man. I wonder, like, that's another big what if. Like, what happens if Sam Cassell doesn't get injured? Like, do the Wolves win the title? Like,
Oh, which year?
2004.
Oh, the Bulls? Oh, the T-Wolves.
Yeah, yeah. Does Garnett and the T Wolves, do they win the title if Cassell doesn't get injured?
Wow. I haven't thought about it.
That's interesting, right?
That's a good
Like
one.
Garnett's legacy would be so much bigger, right? If he won in Minnesota.
Oh yeah, for sure. Was oh 04 like a one hit wonder, if we can call it like that? Like Garnett in oh 04, like Jerry West in 69, like they
Yeah,
were probably the best player in the world for like 1 year and they never did it again.
yeah, yeah. And those were like their legacy defining years. If they won somehow, like their legacy would be much greater. Like
And I think it happens like in a little bit in the same way with what you were saying about Hakeem with Kevin Garnett. It's like he gets relegated, or underappreciated sometimes.
yeah, he does. He does. He does. Although I've also seen it go the other way. Like there are some people that I've talked to on the internet that I think overrate him a little bit. Like there are people who put Garnett above Tim Duncan, which is kind of crazy to me.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Hell yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
crazy.
crazy to me. That's kind of crazy, but
Yep, I agree. I agree. Oh 05.
oh five. Let's go with Tim Duncan, man.
Yep, I got Tim Duncan as well. So oh 04 is like difficult year to define who was the best player in the league. Oh 04.
Oh four was a tough year, but I think between Duncan and Garnett in oh four.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Then 06. Well, let me ask you this. What do you make about people who say that Kobe was never the best player in the league? What do you make about that?
It's funny you bring that up. I say no. I say Kobe was the best player in '06 for me.
Yo, I got Kobe. I got Kobe as well in '06.
But it's not clear cut, Like you can say Dwayne Wade.
Dirk.
Yeah, you can say Wade. You can say Dirk. You can say Tim Duncan. Yeah, it's not clear cut.
Yeah, that,
I
that's
don't know.
what
You
that's
can.
that's that's the perfect way of putting it. That it's not clear cut.
Yeah, 2006. You can make a case for like four people. Yeah, like Tim Duncan, Kobe, Wade, and Dirk. Yeah, I would say all four of them. You can probably make a case.
Kobe that year jumped from 27 to 35. Obviously, I think they missed the playoffs that year in '06. Oh no, they lost to the Phoenix Suns. I need to watch more of that series.
Yeah, Kobe had a great series, but in Game 7 he didn't shoot
He
much.
refused to shoot
He didn't shoot much in Game 7.
because allegedly Phil Jackson told him to, to tone down a little bit and to pass more the ball. So what did he do? He passed more the ball. He
It's
passed the
crazy.
ball more.
Like he scored 50 points in Game 6, and the Lakers lost in overtime. They couldn't manage to close them out. Like they lost in overtime because they were up 3-1, and then they had Game 6 at home, and they couldn't close them out, and they end up losing the series. Huh?
They lost in 7. 06, I got Kobe. 07, probably again, it's not clear cut. I got Kobe as well. Or who you got in 07?
In 07, Kobe or Duncan.
Timmy.
It's very
I
close.
forgot about Timmy.
It's very close. It's very close. Like 07, I feel like Kobe was not quite as good as in 06. And Duncan was as good, and he won the title. I don't know. I would go with Duncan, I think, in 07.
Yep. That's a good one. That was probably one of the latest great years of Tim Duncan, right?
Yeah.
07 between Kobe and probably Tim Duncan. We're going with Tim Duncan. 08.
08, I would go back to Kobe. I think I'd give it to Kobe in 08.
Yep. I got Kobe as well. 09. I think we start like this is when some people still think that Kobe is the best player. Some people will started thinking that LeBron was the best player in 09. Like that's like how can I say, like the limitation, how, I don't know how to say it. Like
Yeah. Yeah, delineation maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
like a turning point. 09.
Yeah, I think when you look at like all the metrics, all the stats, including impact stats and stuff, I would say LeBron is the best in 09.
Yep.
I would go with LeBron, but I don't know. You could go with Kobe though. I think it's close. You could go with Kobe. You could go with Kobe. You could maybe even go with Dwayne Wade in 09. I think all three of them were kind of close. I think you could go with any of the three.
Oh yeah, the other day I saw a video of I don't know if you know this, if you're familiar with Player's Choice. That's a YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and somebody there was saying, "Oh, Dwayne Wade, if you bring 09 Wade to 2026 to this year, he will be the best player in the league." And I think that's a little bit of a reach, but
I mean, Wade was a hell of a player though.
He was a demon.
We didn't really go into it, but Wade could have been Player of the Year in 2006 too, right?
Oh yeah.
Wade was just a monster, like in the playoffs, first against the Pistons and then against the Mavericks, right? Like just a monster.
And so probably Mark Cuban will bring up the fact that the way I think Wade averaged, I think he shot almost 100 free throws during that series.
Yeah, but most of them were deserved. I remember when I watched that series, I didn't think like the calls were really unfair. Like he was driving to the basket, right? And they were fouling him. They couldn't stop him.
06 against the Mavs. So I got LeBron definitely in 2010, but I would obviously understand if somebody would say that LeBron was the best player in 09. I didn't look. Oh, that year LeBron averaged like 38 against the Magic.
That was in 09.
Yeah. He averaged 38. Obviously didn't get to the finals in any of those years, but I would go LeBron 09, 010. I think we're getting to like undisputed territory probably.
No, 2010 LeBron was bad in the playoffs. He had a bad series against the Celtics. Boston? He had a bad series against the Celtics. That was the one where he quit, right? Where they accused him of quitting.
Oh yeah, Dan Gilbert and everything. So 010.
There were a lot of rumors too. Like he was saying he had an elbow injury, and then people were saying that Delonte West had an affair with his mother, and
Oh man,
There was
I didn't expect you to bring up the that fact, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of excuses for that year. I don't know, like LeBron.
Oh,
Uh,
and you remember? I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you remember when Stephen A. Smith said that allegedly LeBron had to be sedated?
yeah, yeah.
Holy crap, man!
You know what LeBron's 2010 kind of reminds me of, like, uh, kind of reminds me of Wilt in '68. Like, he was a lot better than everyone else. I think like in the regular season, he built a lot of separation. But then he was kind of bad in the playoffs. So I don't know. Depends on how you judge that. Like, I don't know. Depends on how you judge his collapse against the Celtics. Uh,
So he had back to back collapses in the playoffs. Damn.
I mean, 2009 wasn't a collapse.
Oh
LeBron
yeah,
played
yeah.
well against the Magic. I wouldn't blame him for 2009. But I think 2010 was a collapse. Like, that was a bad.
But then in 2011, he choked.
So what would you say in 2010? Would you give it to LeBron in 2010 regardless, or?
Wow. 2010. Yeah, by default or like by a hair, probably.
Yeah, I think I would go probably by a hair too. Yeah, like
Who would be second? Wade? Oh,
uh
10. 2010.
2010.
Kobe?
Either Wade or Kobe. I don't know. All three are very close in 2010, just like in 2009, right? Like, very close.
And this exercise help me in this case help me, you know, with going year by year, that I would like to go back, I would like to go back and watch more games for during that season, you know, going against each other. So LeBron
Yeah,
by a
for
hair.
sure, for sure.
Wade and Kobe. 2011.
Yeah, 2011.
2011.
I'm not giving it to LeBron. I don't care what people say. I'm not giving it to LeBron in 2011.
Let me guess. You're not picking. I'm not. I'm sure. I'm probably sure that you're not picking Derrick Rose either, right?
No, I'm not
2011.
picking Derrick Rose,
KV.
but
KV.
no, no. I'm gonna pick that big
Steve
German
Nash.
guy. That big German guy from the Maverick.
Holy crap. Dirk.
Yeah, yeah. He's the guy I'm going with in 2011.
That's a good one. How good was Dirk in the regular season?
Not that much, but
Oh yeah.
but he.
Oh, my bad. My go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say LeBron was so bad in the finals that I don't care. I don't want to hear any excuses. Like like even to this day, you hear excuses from all the LeBron fans. It's like, oh, he wasn't that bad in 2011. He scored like 18 points, and he was horrible. Like, he had a horrible series. Like, you have to go back and watch it if you don't believe it. Like, he had a horrible series.
He lost all his superpowers.
Miami Heat lost the finals because of LeBron. Like, that's how bad he was.
And I can, let me say, I cannot take you seriously if you don't say that, if you don't say what Joker said. I cannot take you seriously, you know. Oh no, but he didn't have the supporting cast. They because of the contracts, they didn't have enough money to bring role players, the system, you know.
Right. Like, LeBron had no problem playing until the finals, but then in the finals, suddenly the supporting cast didn't work, and he choked because of that. Right.
And my question, I always bring this up. It's like in 2012, who gets the credit? Because Eric Spoelstra had to go and study the open the offense, the spread offense. They had to bring more role players. So who gets the credit? Nobody said, oh, in 2012 they brought up better supporting cast. Eric Spoelstra expanded his coaching game. You know, they don't get the credit in 2012. So why do you blame him in 2011? But it is what it is. You know. So Dirk, 2011, 2012. That's LeBron, right? Back to back MVP, 2012, 2013. They won the
Yeah,
title.
LeBron back to back, 2012, 2013. Yeah.
But it's crazy.
2013, huh?
Isn't it crazy that he need, like, quote unquote, he needed like a switch to go on or to go off for him to have, like he needed that moment, like he needed being in a moment so low that he came from the ashes and be reborn, and starting 2012, the whole thing going forward.
Yeah, I love his 2012 year. Like in the playoffs, he was fantastic in 2012. Like I love his 2012 year. 2013, not so much. I think like in the finals in 2013, he was a little bit shaky. Like he wasn't as good. He's obviously still the best player in the world in 2013. But 2012 was his best best playoffs ever for me. Was 2012.
Oh, 2012, the year that he went to Boston down 3-2, right? He scored 45, the whole spiel.
Yeah. I've discussed this before. Like for me, 2012 is the LeBron's peak. Like 2012 is the best version of LeBron.
Yeah, with the red, wearing the red Miami Heat jersey. That was crazy. 2014, LeBron last year in Miami. KV was close. KV won MVP. They got that year they didn't get to the finals. That was 2012. So was LeBron still the best player in 2014?
Okay, before I answer that, I just want to say people might hate me for this, but in 2014 in the finals, LeBron didn't have a really good finals. Like he put up nice stats, like he was scoring efficiently, but he didn't try to score very much. He took very few shots. He couldn't really make much, like to create for his teammates. Like he didn't play any defense. Like Miami got destroyed by the Spurs in 2014 by a record margin, right?
Oh yeah, with the 3 points, with the 3 pointers, and the thing that I remember from 2014 is LeBron being carried, because they turn off the AC.
Oh yeah, the cramps. Yeah. He had the muscle cramps
Damn.
in game one. Yeah, but yeah, game one he couldn't finish the game because he had muscle cramps. And then games 3, 4, and 5, he put up some scoring numbers, but he was only averaging like 25 a game. Like he was barely taking shots. He wasn't playmaking. Like his assists were very low in 2014.
2014.
And his defense was bad and everything. But I don't know. I would still say overall he was the best player in the world. I don't think KD was better than LeBron. I would still go with LeBron.
Yo, 2015.
But I just want to say like 2014 is not a great, like it's not a GOAT level season or something like that. Like he's the best player in the world, but it's not that great of a season.
Yep, I agree 100%. 2015, Steph had a better regular season. They won the title. LeBron, I think he had great numbers in the finals. Some people say that. Some people go as far as to say that LeBron deserved to win Finals MVP that year. I don't agree with it, but what do you think about 2015?
LeBron had 2 bad games in the finals, though. Like the Cavs
took a what was it? Game 4, game 5?
Game 4 and game 6. Game 4 and game 6.
Oh,
the Cavs were up 2-1 on the Warriors, and then they got destroyed 3 straight games. Like I'm not really blaming LeBron because the Cavs couldn't do much with Kyrie injured and Kevin Love injured. But he didn't play that well the last 3 games. I think, I don't know, 2015, you have to give it to Steph. Steph had a great year, start to finish. I think you go with Steph Curry on that one.
Yep, I agree. 2016, obviously the 73-9. Steph, unanimous MVP. They lost in the finals. Obviously, LeBron and the Cavs came back from down 3-1. Who you go with in 2016?
Dude, it's funny. 2016 is a crazy year. Like I think like if you ask me before the finals start, who's the player of the year? I think it's Steph Curry by a lot. But after the finals, I go with LeBron.
Yeah, that's a perfect breakdown.
Like
Um,
that. That's how bad Steph was in the finals. Like it's a combination of Steph being bad, because he was injured or whatever. Probably he was injured because that's his worst series ever. And LeBron was fantastic in the 2016 finals. Like
I call that version of LeBron like that's like God tier
yeah,
in
game five and
2016.
game five and game six were god tier games. Yeah, they were incredible games.
Oh yeah, back to
Game
back 41 pieces.
Yeah, game seven I find a little bit overrated though. I don't think he was that great in game seven, but still he had a great finals.
Nope, he had a triple double. Oh, that's the year that he led both teams in the five stats, right?
Yeah, no, I go with LeBron in 2016 because the playoffs matter more than the regular season. Like Curry had a huge lead over him, but then he lost it all in the finals.
Yep. You know, we get to 2017 and 18. Some people will say LeBron, some people will say Steph, some people will say KD.
I would say Steph.
2017, 28, both years.
Yeah, I would go with Steph both years. I think Steph. If you look at all the numbers, like all the impact numbers, like the Warriors were really good with Steph and without KD, but then they weren't good with KD and without Steph. Like they were only good if Steph was playing, basically.
And I think in 2018, Steph had like a plus 14 relative offensive rating.
Yeah. I don't know. This might be controversial to people, but I really think like Steph was a lot better than KD in 2017 and 2018. I don't even think they were close. I think Steph was a lot better.
And against LeBron, how much better was he going against LeBron in those years? It was like a big separation.
I mean, I don't know. It's like the Cavs were completely destroyed in both of those finals. So there was a lot of blowouts. Like LeBron put up great stats, but I don't know. There were blowouts. Like the games weren't even competitive. Like the Cavs were getting annihilated, man. Like they were getting destroyed.
Yep.
So I
2018
don't know. I
even.
don't know. I think like I don't know if you agree with this. Like when it comes to stats, like if all the games are blowouts, then I feel like the stats are not telling you much, right?
Yeah, or obviously there's a difference between getting numbers in close games than getting numbers, in blowups. They lost.
Yeah.
They lost. Obviously they lost eight games and they won only one, right? In 2017 and 18 finals. Wow.
Yeah, they went 1-8. They won one game, they lost the other eight.
And
And
obviously
I
we all remember the game one. What was it? The J.R. Smith blunder.
yeah, that's the one that LeBron scored over 50 points, and then J.R. Smith made the blunder. Uh, and then honestly, LeBron kind of lost motivation. I don't know. He didn't really seem that. I don't know. He didn't seem that motivated in the other games. I don't know.
Yep, I agree. Then or if you make if somebody makes the argument that LeBron was the best player in 2018, I can buy it. And but probably that was the last year of LeBron considered the best player, right? Probably.
Yeah, and I don't have a problem if people say LeBron is the best in 2017 and 2018. Like it is close. Like I don't have a problem if you say LeBron is the best in those years. No problem with that take.
You see, so for all the audience, we are very open minded here. We respect each other's opinions. So this is a safe space, to debate and to discuss NBA basketball. So everybody's welcome.
I
Welcome
don't know,
everybody
man.
abroad.
I get called a hater all the time, man. Like I can't show my face outside, so to speak. I get
Damn.
called a hater all the time by LeBron fans, right?
Oh yeah. They say the same thing to me. They call me a hater and everything, but it is what it is. 2019, I got Giannis. Some people,
No,
some people would say Kawhi,
nope.
probably.
I got my boy Kawhi, man, carrying the Raptors to the title. Kawhi all the way.
Some people, being like a how do you say, like playing the devil's advocate. Some people would say, "Oh, Kawhi missed 20 games in the regular season, but in the postseason, he was not by far, but he was the best player in the playoffs. Duh, right?
What do you think of Steph Curry in 2019? I think he has a good case.
Yup. Do you think Steph has a better case than Giannis in 19?
Yeah, because Giannis didn't have a good playoffs.
Oh yeah, 20. Oh yeah, he blew the 2-0 lead, right, against the Raptors.
It was a crazy series, man. Like we were down 0-2 to the Bucks, and Game 3 went to overtime. Like if we
Toronto. Yeah, in Toronto.
If we lost Game 3, it's over. We're down 3-0. Like it's over.
And allegedly, Kawhi told Nick Nurse, "Hey, I'm guarding Giannis." When they were talking about adjustments and everything, Kawhi said, "I'm guarding Giannis."
Listen, actually, now that I think about it, I don't want to be biased. Like I'm biased towards Kawhi because he carried my Raptors to a title. But I think in 2019, I think Steph was the best player.
2019. Oh yeah.
I would go with Steph as the best player in the league still.
Because KD got injured against the Rockets.
Yeah, Clay was injured. He missed one game. DeMarcus Cousins was injured. And Steph was playing great. Like Steph had a fantastic playoffs in 2019.
Kawhi was also playing like on one knee during. Obviously, he was still playing, but he was like a little bit hobble. I remember those dunks against the Bucks. Those were crazy.
Yeah, I love Kawhi, but I don't know. Like I honestly penalize him for being always so injured. Like you cannot rely on Kawhi in the regular season. And like I care more about the playoffs, but you still need a star that you can rely on in the regular season, and you can't rely on Kawhi in the regular season. Like his knees are gonna break down. He can't even play like 60 games. Like you can't rely on him.
Yup. 2020. Who you got?
Oh. I think we mentioned that in one of the previous podcasts. I think this year is kind of wide open. I think you can say Giannis.
Some people will say LeBron.
You can say LeBron. You can say Davis, AD. You can say James Harden, even James Harden. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a very open year when it comes to the best player in the world conversation. 2020. Oh, Giannis missed some games in the playoffs.
Yeah, Giannis got hurt in the playoffs, which I don't like. So probably Giannis is out for me. I wouldn't go Giannis. I would give LeBron and AD like a co-best player for 2020.
AD was a monster. Was a monster that year.
I would say co-best player, LeBron and Davis.
I would agree with that. I would agree because obviously LeBron is gonna get the assist, AD is gonna get like the defensive numbers, but they were neck and neck. They were close, or they were equal.
Yeah, it depends how you look at the intangibles too. Like if you value LeBron's experience and leadership, then maybe you go with LeBron by a hair. Maybe I would go with LeBron just by a hair, just because of the intangibles, right?
And AD, I always say this: AD probably should have won Defensive Player of the Year, but we can't go back in time.
AD was incredible, like scoring the ball and playing defense, like unbelievably good.
Damn, so I'm starting to realize something. So let me ask you this. Do you got Giannis as the best player in the world in one of these years?
Well, not in 2019 or in 2020.
On 2021, 22.
2021, I think you could go with Giannis. It's either Giannis or our boy Djoker.
I will go with Giannis. I will go with Giannis. I think in the public's eye, Jokic was still like he wasn't like highlighted enough to be in that conversation for the people's eye.
I don't know, man. That was Jokic's first prime season. Like Jokic was looking like an historic player, man, in 2021. I don't know. Maybe Giannis, yeah, just because he won the title, he proved more in the playoffs. Like Jokic couldn't do anything because Murray got hurt and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe Giannis. Yeah, Giannis is maybe the safer choice, I guess.
Yup. 2022, here I got Jokic.
Yeah, I would go with Jokic.
Even though he lost in the first round.
I would go with Jokic. Even though you can maybe go with Steph, but I would go with Jokic. I think at this point, Jokic is better than Steph. Just better than Steph. I think at this point.
Yup, like you were saying in 2019, or in 2019, you can go with Steph. I would probably get that more that if you say, Steph in 2022.
I think a lot of people would go with Steph in 2022, but I don't know. I just don't see Steph in 2022 being as good as he used to be like a few years earlier.
Oh, yeah, I agree. So Jokic is probably the best player undisputedly from 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 5 straight years.
Yeah, buddy. 5 straight years for me.
So for me too. So let's finish with this with pointing this out. How many players have been the best player, or how many have been the best player for at least 5 years? So we got Jokic. That's the first one. Then LeBron at some point, right? LeBron.
Did LeBron ever do 5 straight years? I don't think he did. He didn't
crap.
because
2012, 13, 14, then Steph. Holy, that
yeah. Because of 2011 and 2015, LeBron never did 5 years in a row.
Damn, that's right. Even though some people, obviously, some LeBron fans would disagree with us, but it is what it is. Kobe didn't
but
do it.
They don't have much of a case. Like, how can you say that in 2011 LeBron was the best player in the world? I think that doesn't work.
And how can I say it? It lessens the if you say that Dirk was, if you're a LeBron fan and you say that Dirk was the best player, it's understandable, It's like if you say LeBron is the best player and he had that meltdown, it's way worse.
Yeah, and also like in 2015, like you can't really say LeBron's better than Curry in 2015. Like he missed a lot of games in the regular season.
He had a back injury and he started like coasting.
And Steph was good the entire year, and he won a championship. Like I don't know, like you can't really like. It's a weak case. I don't know. You can't really make that case.
Yep. So Jokic 5 years, then wow, Michael.
Yeah, Michael did 5 years. Michael did 5 years. Yeah.
Kareem, obviously Kareem
and Russell, right?
Damn. So nobody else.
And maybe George Mikan, right?
Oh, yeah. From 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. Wow.
Yeah.
So 3 centers. No, 4 centers and a perimeter player.
Yeah. Although, I don't know. I feel kind of like... I don't know. I feel like we shouldn't like... I don't know. LeBron had like 5 in 6 years or something. So I don't know. He kind of belongs to the list too, right? Like...
Oh, bro, thanks for bringing that. Yeah. It's like we're being like too picky, too,
Not too picky. Like he never did 5 years in a row, technically, but like he did do like 5 out of 6 years, So like that's good enough.
Yeah, 5 in 6 years from 2012 to up until 2016.
Yeah, or from 2009 to 2014. Like he probably did every year apart from 2011. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Starting in 09. Yeah, you're right. So that was it, man. I think it was a great historical and like a teaching, not a teaching moment, but a teaching podcast, for somebody, for some people that want to learn more and get deep into the weeds, of the NBA history.
I got one last comment though before we wrap up, before we end. Uh, do you think the Jokic Embiid situation is similar to like the Hakeem and David Robinson situation?
Oh yeah, it's similar, very similar. Like
Right?
one gets, I'm not gonna, obviously, one gets the credit, one won the titles as the best player, while the other, Joel Embiid hasn't gotten past the second round. David Robinson only won when Tim Duncan got there.
Yeah, Joel
And
Embiid
obviously
seems to.
Tim Duncan and Jokic have been consistently the best player, or in one of those years.
Right. Because Embiid would get hurt in the playoffs and they would go nowhere, right?
Oh yeah. The face, the gut issues, the knees. There's always something with Joel in the playoffs.
Yeah, his body seems to break down. I don't know. Like I don't know. Like he's not a reliable player, even though he's really great. Like I don't know. Embiid is really great, but he's not reliable.
Yup. Oh, and before we go, let me pitch this to you. I've been working on like the best 30 first options in NBA history. Maybe we can do that in another podcast.
Oh, in all of NBA history, the best
Yup.
first options, huh?
But some people would say, oh, when you talk about first option, you're talking about the best offensive player, the best player. When I think of the first option, is the player that I would pick first to get the title.
Yeah, but wouldn't that depend on which era too?
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Because how we're probably gonna put up George Mikan, but how is George Mikan gonna go against Shaq or go against Will or against Jokic, Moses?
And some players like their skills are not as valuable in another era. All right.
Yup. To me, there are three eras, like from 1950 to 1979, then from 1980 to 2002, then from 2003 to the current time.
That's interesting. I don't know.
Because
Like, yeah,
in the
it's interesting.
you don't have the 3-point line from 1950 to 79. Then you got the introduction of the 3-point line with the closed paint, where players can sit in the paint. Then they removed that in 02, so you got an open paint and the 3-point revolution.
Yeah, but they kind of barely used the threes until like the mid
Oh
'90s. They
yeah,
barely used the 3-pointer.
yeah, I saw that. It was crazy. The champions in the early 80s, they wasn't taking a lot of, they wasn't even taking a lot of threes.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, if I had to divide into eras, I would probably say like from 1950 to like 1995, like to the early '90s. Like, it was basically all one era. Like, it was mostly like playing through
Big
bigs
man.
in the post. Mostly playing through bigs in the post. And then maybe from 1995 to 2015, teams were shooting threes, but not too many threes. And then 2015 to present is like a lot of threes.
Oh yeah, in that middle era is the dead ball era. And in up until 2015, the teams they was playing big man. We at that time we didn't saw the transition from small ball in big terms and everything. So that's
Yeah,
that's a good point.
yeah. You brought up some good points too. Yeah, that's it's interesting, man. It's interesting, but yeah, it's an interesting idea to do the best first options.
Yup. Best. I did a draft. I'm gonna send you the list once I finish it.
Yeah, man. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan.
So that's it, man. Thanks for being here, bro. I always appreciate you
Yeah,
supporting me and growing this podcast that we have grown so for how many 6 episodes. So
Yeah, man, it's been a pleasure. It's been awesome, man.
So that's it, everybody. This was the, as I was saying, the sixth episode of Mario and Joker podcast. That's it for today. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you never miss a show. And see y'all next time. Salud, bro.
See ya.